Today we're going to paint these two oranges that are attached together and have this beautiful leaf and stem attached. So I had already, before I recorded this, done an underpainting, just blocking in the basic colors of like a pinkish orange for the oranges, and then green for the leaves, and a dark background, which was a mixture of transparent earth orange with verde and green. So now I'm just adding the second pass and just going back and forth from the leaves to the oranges and even the background, and just trying to get the values right more than the colors at this point. Excuse me. So it's really important to get the values right to make it convincing. If the values are right, the colors, maybe you've even seen portraits where they'll add purple to a face or something like that, and the reason it still looks realistic is because the values are right. So anyway, so that's what I am focusing on here. I'm using a bristle brush, a flat bristle brush. I think it might be a size 12, but I'm not sure. So we're adding some shadow here. The nice thing about an orange, especially for a beginning artist, is it's just basically a sphere, but it's got this beautiful color to it, and a lot of variations in the surface, so you can get some nice effects from that. It's kind of a fun challenge, but not too difficult because it's basically just a ball. Now the leaf on top was the biggest challenge to me. I decided to keep it really simple. There were actually two leaves, and they had a lot of wrinkles in them and light hitting them in different ways. So I try to focus more on the oranges and consider the leaves more decorative, like a hat on top of a portrait. Now the background I need to make darker so that these oranges really pop like they did in the photo at the beginning. So I'm going back over with a more saturated. This time I have some ultramarine blue mixed with the transparent orange, at least on the left side of the painting and closest to the oranges. And I always, when I'm going dark over a lighter color, make sure the undercoat is dry. Otherwise you're going to get a muddy mix that is not going to be very dark. You can go light over dark when it's wet paint, but to go dark over light hardly ever works. Just making a few corrections here, adding a few of the small details. It's best to leave the smaller details till after you've got the bulk of the painting done. Now after I finish the painting part of this video, it's late at night, and then in the morning when it's daylight, I take a picture in natural sunlight, and I decide that I need more paint on this painting. The right side of this orange, as you can see part of the sketch underneath it. I decide I need more paint there, and I need to cover that up. So I go back and add more paint after this video. So you'll see two pictures at the end. One is when I finish this video, and then the second picture I add the more paint on the background just to make it more lush, and more paint to the side of the orange, and I also add a few pops of color that just really make the painting shine. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up